Well, Brazil is certainly a country with a rhythm all its own, which is why when faced with soaring oil prices and limited natural and financial resources, Brazil's government determined during the gas crisis of the 1970s they needed to be energy independent. Today, sugarcane ethanol now accounts for nearly 40% of Brazil's transportation needs, and it's a sweet deal for both farmers who grow the sugarcane and drivers who are now paying less at the pump. Well, while U.S. drivers may be soured over high gas prices, fueling up in Brazil is quite a bit sweeter. Vehicles here run on pure ethanol, extracted from Brazilian sugarcane, a homegrown alternative to importing oil.
Their goal is to run the country on ethanol and be self-sufficient, and they're moving very rapidly in this direction.
David Kolsrud is a national energy consultant and says over 1/2 of all the fuel Brazilians pump into their vehicles is ethanol, compared to just 3% in the United States. And thanks to Flex fuel technology, Brazilian cars can run either on pure ethanol or a mixture of ethanol with gasoline.
Their consumption is on the rise rapidly. That and the advent of these flex fuel cars, which can take any mixture of gasoline and ethanol, has come in the last years, and they're selling most new car sales of these flex fuel cars.
Oliver Flake works for the U.S. Embassy in Brazil and says the popularity of flex fuel cars is reverberating across Brazil's farming sector. Private investors are channeling billions of dollars into sugarcane and alcohol production, creating much-needed jobs in the countryside.
Brazil is very, very, very bullish. They still have a lot of land that hasn't been developed yet, and they're going after it very aggressively.
Well, exports of Brazilian ethanol have grown over 400% in just 3 years, making Brazil the world's top producer of renewable fuels. And government mandates require fuel in Brazil to contain at least 25% ethanol.
Well, we can learn a lot from it, for the fact that if you have government support from the top down, and if we have some local commitment, that we can start making huge strides to be energy independent here too.
Meanwhile, ethanol remains little more than a boutique fuel in the United States, used predominantly to improve air quality rather than as a replacement for foreign oil, imported oil that will cost the U.S. well over $100 billion this year.